Sim Bruce Richards was an artist and architect extraordinaire. His life's work was to bring nature and beauty into the customized homes he designed. His designs were site-specific, meaning he created a dwelling for that special piece of land.
You didn't know Bruce, but if you had, you would remember that he had a lot of laughter in him. And would understand Jim's short sentences and give them back to Jim with a little tort or something. Bruce also was happy to invite Rosa Lopez. She was a ceramicist, and she did great fireplaces, special brick decorations with some of Bruce's houses, so that they were at ease together, and it was just a case of Bruce's finding out how Jim worked and what he did, and it was just as exciting for Bruce as it could have been, because here was this youngster who could do anything, everything.
Richards loved art and artists. He was a collaborator and involved many artisans and craftsmen in his creations.
I think the reason Bruce and I got along so well together and our work was, we sort of so compatible, was because, well, first of all, we both respected each other, which I think is essential. And secondly, I think we probably like to play. You know, I think to Bruce, life was a kind of was fun, and doing the building was fun, and I feel the same way. And then the third one is probably the connection to nature, and also the feeling that all things are connected together. So, no, it was, I know very well that without Bruce I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. It was his trust in me that was really essential in the beginning.
No, but when you started the architectural work, in your 30s, Jim?
No, I did the first job with Bruce about 21.
When Bruce Richards designed this home for us 30 years ago, he introduced us to an artist named Jim Hubble. And both of their concepts of bringing the outside in design was a wonderful idea, and we went with it. So that very day, we called Bruce, had him fly up, take a look. Is this lot buildable? Could you do this house? Because we had already met him. We knew he was the one to design a house. Now we just had to find the lot. And so he flew up and talked to both of us and walked the lot with us, didn't he?
Right, and the first renderings that we got were called the Crowley Treehouse. The mutual respect that Richards had for Hubble as a young man, and then later as Hubble's work got better and better and better and more creative, and Hubble respected Bruce's work so incredibly. Any addition we would make had to be by Hubble in the Richards style. And similarly, when Richards made an addition to our house, we actually added an entire second floor. He wanted to integrate the Hubble thoughts as well. So they frequently used a music metaphor, where each would be playing a different instrument or directing a different symphony, but they wanted to integrate the sounds together to make wonderful music and to have wonderful experiences. And they did that together here for many years. It was quite magical to watch.
This is a 1972 home, a Sim Bruce Richards design and a Hubble design. And so anything that we do to change or add to expand the house structurally, we feel has to have that same continuity and feeling. And Jim is an integral part of that.
He was really a residential architect. He was a person that really understood and loved to understand how people lived. I overheard Jim saying that he didn't want to do a job for somebody unless he would meet the wife or the husband meet the whole team, and that's exactly the way it was. All of Bruce's homes were uniquely blessed with a hearth that was very much a signature of Sim Bruce Richards, and even to the one that I'm working on today in La Jolla, done in 1953. Bruce uniquely opened up his buildings, the spaces where spaces would transcend over to other spaces, and he would do that by just lowering a wall that would typically be a separation of an entire room. You didn't feel that because Bruce's roofs were very expansive, and so you would look over a wall and the roof and the ceiling would just keep going on into the outside, and it was a wonderful feeling. This was the first architect's office where I realized that there was an association of art and architecture that was very ingrained in this practice.